yard. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Murray sets to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
13 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right, Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check three.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Ready. 50, 60 outlaws. 54. Let's go, D. Switch.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
58, right there. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Murray now on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run with Drake. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 49ers' 47-yard line.
Right there, 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check. 25. Check 25.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Shoot. 11.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. 180.
Me and you won't get it. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Get him, boys.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Short. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Slam. 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. He was looking that time. For Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short.
Dante Pettis, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
58, right there. Down to lose one. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. Under crunch, under crunch.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. First and 10 right at the 20. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I got one.
To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Get in the weight room. Get
5.
34 is the mic. 34 is the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Once more.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come up in an offset eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on now.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Arizona.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 check 56. 56. Mike's 56.
Here's Murray from midfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it. Let's go. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10, 1st down Arizona. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing again, Murray. He goes underneath the Drake, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray now on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
30-yard line.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
There's Garoppolo to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Garoppolo now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they get a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
65, 65.
Here I come again.
21, 21.
Flare. 4-7's the mic.
Hey, high 7.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, defense, back.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second down, Murray sets to throw, and he hits Drake. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Go. Set.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Here we go. 34's the right. 34's
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mostert. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be dreaming. 11, 11, 11, 11, 2, 2. Man.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
He's checking. Crash.
White. Hey, gun. Motion. 12. Hey, Echo.
Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Watch the pass.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
There's a party now. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here's Mostert. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Kill.
1, Omaha.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check curls.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll kick. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike 56, Mike 50. I'm coming up to you.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. David.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
First down, Cardinals.
Here we go. Time to end it. Check it out. Crunch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm coming. Mike 54. Rip left. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 5. Mike 80 weapon. All day, dog.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Come get you. I got this. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 14-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All day, just like that.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Murray throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Rabbit.
Lock.
Garoppolo now. This is Coleman with the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lock.
He's crossing.
He's new draw quarters.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 180!
58, come on. They can't hang with us.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
12, fellas, here we go.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from
and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Sack City, baby.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let it go.
On second down, here's Murray. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
54. Hey, watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right. 54, Mike.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's Coleman, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
This is Scarborough. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready. Ready. Mike 5-4. Here it comes. Here it comes. Check it to 6. Time.
Murray now on 1st down. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on. You remember this. Let's go, baby. 54.
Throwing on third and long. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here again is McKinnon. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.